In a pivotal ruling on August 29, 2025, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit determined that the majority of the extensive tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA, are unlawful, delivering a significant blow to his trade policy. The court's 7-4 decision clarified that, although IEEPA provides the president with broad emergency powers, it does not extend to the authority to impose tariffs, a power that is constitutionally reserved for Congress. The judges pointed out that the act lacks explicit language regarding tariffs and does not impose adequate limitations to justify such sweeping unilateral actions by the executive branch. This ruling reaffirms a prior decision from the U.S. Court of International Trade in May 2025, which had similarly invalidated Trump's Liberation Day tariffs and those targeting specific nations, citing executive overreach. While the court's decision is a significant legal victory for proponents of constitutional governance, it has not yet resulted in the immediate removal of the tariffs, as the court has issued a temporary stay until October 14, allowing the tariffs to remain in effect while the current administration prepares to appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. In response to the ruling, Trump expressed strong disapproval, labeling the decision a total disaster for the country, and accusing the court of partisanship. He has pledged to contest the ruling at the Supreme Court, asserting that the tariffs are essential for maintaining national strength. Legal analysts have praised the ruling as a crucial reinforcement of constitutional limits, highlighting the importance of the separation of powers and the exclusive authority of Congress to impose taxes. The court statement underscored that tariffs are fundamentally a congressional prerogative, challenging the growing trend of executive overreach into areas traditionally governed by legislative authority. The recent directive from the trial court to re-evaluate the appropriateness of a universal injunction, essentially a comprehensive halt on all related tariffs, indicates that the legal battle is far from concluded. The ultimate resolution regarding the tariffs now rests on whether the Supreme Court will choose to hear the case and either affirm or reverse the decision made by the appeals court. This pivotal moment not only affects the immediate legal landscape, but also sets the stage for potential shifts in how trade policy is managed at the executive level. While the current case does not directly impact sector-specific tariffs, such as those imposed on steel, aluminum, and automobiles, it raises significant questions about the extent of the executive branch's authority to unilaterally dictate trade policy. The ruling could have far-reaching implications for future administrations, potentially altering their approach to tariff implementation and enforcement. The court's decision has already deemed most tariffs based on the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA, as illegal, citing that these tariffs were not adequately addressed within the framework of IEEPA and exceeded the bounds of executive authority. As it stands, the tariffs will remain in effect until October 14, pending the outcome of the appeal process. In response to the ruling, former President Trump has characterized the decision as a disaster and has vowed to mount a legal challenge. The next steps will likely involve an appeal to the Supreme Court, while the lower court will be tasked with reconsidering the scope of the injunction. This case not only highlights the ongoing constitutional debate surrounding executive overreach in trade policy, but also emphasizes the delicate balance of power between executive actions and legislative authority, potentially reshaping the constitutional checks that govern emergency economic powers in the future.